Hello and welcome to this week's video. This week we do a bit more in Ellierose. We show you some of the jobs we have to do on a daily basis down the land, and one or two other little jobs, so yeah, let's get on with them. So I've just come to fit Ellierose's door today, and I've got it mounted but it doesn't shut. Won't go any further than that. So we're just going to have a look and see what's happening. So it's ended up being a bit bigger job than what I anticipated. I've got to cut a piece off the back all the way up. One of the reasons is the door frame has a bow in it here, which was making the back part of the back touch before it closed, and making it tight and springing the hinges, and then pushing it towards this side, and butting up on the edge. So I've taken the piece out the back and recut the hinge in. I think I've got enough off there. So we'll try it on and have a look and see if we've managed to get anywhere. So that's the door rehung on the hinges. They just slide onto the pin there and slide off, so that weren't too bad. Just lining top and bottom up at the same time was a bit awkward. And it goes all apart from a little piece here, where it's just rubbing and making it really tight. But I have got a big gap down here, where the frame hasn't gone flat up to the wall fully. I'm just going to try and put a screw in from this frame into this frame, see if it just pulls it enough, because it is only slight. So as you can see, it's very tight at the hinge side of the door. It does, when you move, clear that because of the type of hinges it's got, and it now shuts okay with them two screws in. It's not a bad fit. It's a little wider at the bottom, but you know, it's what it is. That's the way the door and the frame's shaped after moving it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, after putting a couple of screws in, it's pulled it in quite nicely. Obviously I couldn't pull it right flat, otherwise would have the bow the other way. So I have put a spacer in here, which has held it out near where the door handle is. It will get a trimmer across all this as well. But it's not a bad fit. Closes quite easily. It is a little bit wider at the bottom, but yeah, what with the frame being moved from one doorway to another, and the door being in a different frame, it's as it is. It's the best I can do, and I'm quite happy with that anyway. I did get asked on the last video whether I'd put some sound deadening in the wall on the other side of it. The answer to that one is no. As you can see, the reason being is I haven't finished this side yet. We're just concentrating on the bedroom side at the moment. This will get all sound deadening and insulation in, but it's also going to get pipes in, as I said, before. I've drilled the holes all ready for it. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. And it's going to get some pipes in as well, which I haven't even bought the pipes for us yet, so there's no point trying sound deadening and anything else. So we'll do that, but just as we get the pipes in and plasterboard.
No, Foxy.
Bring it down here.
No, it says I'm having a moth.
Come on, Foxy.
Hello.
Foxy, do this. Come on.
You not bring it down
No,
here?
fetch it down here.
No.
Well, if you call him, yeah.
Right, Debbie, you need to go a bit. Get him down here. Gizmo, piss off. Foxy. There you go. There you go, my baby. How good's that? He's ever so gentle. Yeah, he is. Yeah, a little bit in there. Poor cat's son. Not gonna let me touch you. You let you touch his nose. Just a little bit. There you go, Foxy. It's all right. Shh. Good boy. Is that nice?
You make him stretch for it. You get up on it.
Look at his little teeth. He's only a baby. I've had a 3-course meal tonight, Foxy. And yeah, I know, you want some. You go then. You stole that. You stole it. Yes, you did. You cheeky boy. Oh my God, he's amazing. You darling, isn't he? All right, Foxy. I said she's scratching it. You cheeky thing. That's baby. Jump for it. Come on. Jump. Come on, Baz. Good boy. Good boy. Oh. So Adelina's just been round, farmer from next door, as you know, and he's just brought this lovely big bowl of potatoes. We didn't try to grow any this year, but I think we might have a go at it next year. We thought we saw something flying around the lounge last night, and I've just seen it again this morning. When I open the box, it might just fly off. I can open the box. There we go. That's getting a bit blurry. He's gorgeous. I hope I've got the right light because he's really bright green. Let's see if we can let him go then. Poor thing. You see him any better now in the light? Oh, he is gorgeous. Come on then, Mr. Man. There we go. He might just be a little bit stunned. So I'm just going to leave him. He'll fly when he's ready. So we're all getting a little bit bored of salad at the moment, so I'm going to do some roast vegetables. So in my bowl I've got beetroot, ordinary potatoes, sweet potatoes and carrots. You can add tomatoes to this, but Steve doesn't eat tomatoes, so I might just fry a few of those separately. I'm going to add to it, I've already put some olive oil in, some garlic, just crushed garlic, and a sprig of rosemary. So I'm just going to mix all that up, get the oil around it. I'm just going to get some salt as well. Nice sprinkle of salt. Well, there's a carrot that missed getting cut, so I'll just cut that. And then I'm just going to pop that in the air fryer and just keep turning the vegetables. Normally I would lay them out on a flat rack in the oven and do it that way. And then probably for the last 10 to 15 minutes I'm then going to add the onions. If you add them too soon, they'll burn. So that's the Mediterranean veg all cooked and finished. I haven't put any tomatoes in. It's a little bit hot for cooking inside. You can also put parsnips in as well, peppers, red peppers, green peppers, jalapenos, whatever you think. Yeah, so we're just going to enjoy that now with a piece of pork that I cooked earlier. So we seem to have an abundance of onions. They're all coming up together. Some of them are quite big. So what I'm going to do is slice them up, pop them in a freezer bag, and then we can just use them as and when we want to. I'm also going to do some that are cut quite small, because sometimes you need slices, sometimes you need small chopped onion. So I'm going to do that now. Dottie's come running because she thinks it's something that she can eat. Carrot. What else do you like, Dottie? Cucumber? That sort of thing? No, afraid not. So just thinly slice them like that and then separate them, and I'll pop them in the bag to be in the freezer. They must be very strong onions because I've got my glasses on, and I always disturb the root part last, and that's supposed to help, but my eyes are watering, so yeah, they must be quite strong. But I guess that means they'll be full of flavour. I've also taken a little bit of time this week while I've been taking things a bit easier to label all of my jars. What I've tried to do is label them in Portuguese and English to try and help with my learning Portuguese.
I don't know if you can see, but just in this corner of the bathroom door is a tiny baby gecko. It's probably about the size of my little finger, if even that. Oop.
So, middle of last week, Adelina, our neighbour, said it's time to be picking the corn hust. Birds have been at some of them, you can probably see there. But most of this is going to be just used for feed for the animals, corn for the hens, and probably seeds for next year. So we're just stripping them off and piling them up in a bucket. And then tomorrow, and well, for a few days, I'll let the goats come in this pit and they'll eat all the stalks in a few days, I would think. Maybe a little pig, so she'll certainly go through them if she gets half the chance. So they're fairly easy to do. I found if you rip the bottom off first and just get into them, peel it all off, and just pull the bottom off. That's it. So we've only got to do that about 100 times. So we'll get some done tonight and probably another few tomorrow. Sorry, it's alright.
It's nice and cool now, it's quite breezy.
Yeah, we didn't do it the other week when other day when Adelina said, because it was just too hot for us. Still suffering a little bit with this whatever bug we've had, and Debi's got sciatica as well to go with it, so she's struggling as well walking about. So just trying to catch up on a few jobs now. So we've used the path we use for walking through this corn as a guide to sort of a halfway. It's a little less than half actually. We've bucketed a load up for tonight, and we'll have another go either in the morning or tomorrow night and get some more. Yeah, I've got quite a good bucket full. Some of them are small, some of them have been a bit bird eaten, but that's what's going to happen to most of it anyway.
We don't mind the birds having a few.
We'll
take them off the husks.
Take them off the husks and feed the chickens with them, and some we'll keep for seed. One of the other jobs I try and do on a regular basis, especially when it's this hot, is take this water down to the trees down the bottom. I think I showed you on last week's video one of them was getting a bit dry, so I've been trying to keep up with the watering on them. As well as the water in the bottles, there's quite a lot of water in the barrow itself, so should be enough there for the 5 trees. So we're just off the bottom terrace, and I forgot there's the orange and lemon over there buried in all them weeds, so just dropped 2 bottles off for that, one for each of those. And I've just emptied the barrow of water onto the walnut tree at the top, and we'll carry on down the garden and do the rest.
Steve doing his nightly job, watering the raised beds. Clicking in the background you can hear the pump. We think we might have a leak somewhere, so we're going to have to look at that. This water's very precious in central Portugal.
So another job we have to do every evening is get the hay and straw and the feed for the hens and the goats. So at the moment we're using old corn stalks, what we cut down the other week. They've all dried out nicely. We bundled them up, dried them out, and now we're using these. Before that we had some hay bales delivered. I'll show you those as well. So we have about a dozen hay bales delivered, which will be for later in the winter. And we also use some dried food. So every night, just before we bring them in, I get some of this dried food. They get a full scoop between the pair of them. And the hens, as well as the fruit and veg, what we give them during the day, also get this layers pellets. We also put water bowls out for the goats. They get quite a big top up on a night and in the morning too, and the hens also have a water dispenser which is changed.
Lettuce is a bolting, but we can feed most of that to the animals. This bed we're starting to compost over the cardboard, ready for next year, and we'll put peas in again. So we're very successful, but they didn't last long. As with a lot of things this year, we had rain for a long time and it's kind of thrown everything off. The tomatoes haven't done brilliantly, neither of the melons. Onions have done great. We've had real good success with the onions. As you know, I'm cutting them up and putting them in bags in the freezer for winter time. And the chard is got quite big. I'm going to cut that again and freeze that for winter. The strawberries are now coming along prolific, which is great. And we've taken one of the melons out of the melon bed there. It was huge, so I'll show you that in a minute. We've reseeded the end bed. One of the jalapenos is going red, which is great. I have frozen some green ones, but I would like some red ones as well. We've got some cucumbers coming along despite there being a problem with the cucumber plants. Carrots I've put in here don't seem to be having any success again. This is the second lot I've put in. I've put some more beetroots, and in the middle there radish, and then beetroot again.
There's something coming up in that little patch what you've got in the middle as well.
In the middle, I'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
Got baby melon here. So this is our melon. It's quite big. I think we've only got another couple maybe coming. I don't think we're going to get many this year. We had absolutely loads last year. Again, I think the weather was wet for quite a long time in Portugal, which is not usual for springtime, and I think it's just knocked everything out really.
So I'm just sat here enjoying the view at the moment. It's a bit breezy, it's cooling it down a little bit out here, which is nice because it has been very hot today. And I think we'll call that it for this week, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget the links to Facebook and Instagram below, and we'll see you all again next week. Bye!